Previously on All My Children.
Want to hitch a ride, big boy?
When am I going to tell her? Today, tomorrow, next week? You know as well as I do that whenever Liza finds out about this, it's going to be over.
I'm going to fly down to Rio to see another surgeon.
Just a minute. Brooke, is that you?
No, it's me, Jack.
Oh. Hey, Chrissy, come on in. You're early. What's up?
So, you're seeing Brooke now?
No, I'm seeing Brooke later.
For a quiet dinner?
Yes, we hope. What?
Nothing. I approve. Well, not that you need my approval. Brooke's you solid gold?
Chrissy, we're just friends, okay? You just wait till you bring a date home to the
Okay,
house.
I'm not saying another word. But what is this? No cufflinks, no ties? Is this casual look Brooke's influence too?
No, actually, believe it or not, I've never worked out in a suit and tie.
Well, I say lose the button-down thing for good.
Well, I did toss the job. I guess I may as well toss the suits, huh? Tell you what, I'll keep just one of those suits. Make sure I look good while I cut steel on a house of ours. How's that?
You'll make the deal no matter what you're wearing.
I smell like a monkey now, without a shower. Listen, the realtor sent over some new listings. Take a look. They're on the desk.
Jack, wait, before you rush off, can I have a rain check on the house, honey?
Yeah, sure. Is tomorrow better?
Actually, that's not good either. I checked out of my room. I'm leaving town tonight.
And we beat the rain.
Oh, we didn't have that far to go, but once around the garden and I'm bushed. Now I understand why they have those little stone benches.
Well, have I exhausted you?
No, I sat out most of the walk, remember?
All I remember was you surrounded by lilacs with the wind gently blowing through your hair. No artist could ever do it justice.
You're not gonna get all mushy on me, are you?
Well, not if you hate it.
Oh, no, maybe you can just take it down a notch or two. My BS meter's a little sensitive these days.
Then you must know that I'm telling you the truth. You are beyond beautiful.
Oh, what do you know? There's my ankles, a couple sizes bigger. Maybe it's just as well I haven't seen them in a couple of months.
You're the picture of life itself, Liza. Every inch of you.
Thank you for bringing me here and for saying all the things that you've said, even though it's been hard for me to hear some of them, and for picking these.
Maybe we should put these in water before they wilt. Excuse me. Be right back. Maybe we should do the same for you.
Oh.
Liza, you want me to run you a bath? Uh-oh. Nope, not now. Foot rub. Time for the foot rub. Come on, over here. Young lady, sit
You
yourself right
caught
down.
me looking.
Come on, here we go. There we go. Take that shoe off. Is that better?
Yeah. I've just been feeling kind of out of balance.
Look, I'm gonna keep you on an even keel. Okay. How about some tea?
No. Lemonade. Lemonade. You know, the kind that doesn't make you pucker, but it's not too sweet, freshly squeezed, you know, with the lemons.
Lemons, yeah. It's a good thing in a lemonade, yes. I'm sure the kitchen can fix that right up. Yeah, room 17. Mr. Jones.
Jones?
Oh, yes, please. My wife would like a pitcher full of freshly squeezed, perfectly chilled lemonade. Not too tart and not too sweet. Thank you.
Why did you register us as Mr. and Mrs. Jones?
Because Liza Colby and Adam Chandler have disappeared from the face of the earth.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's not like we have to sneak around. It's not like we're hiding from anyone.
No, I'll just need the room for tonight. Oh, and one more thing. What's the best bottle of champagne that you have? French. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, I would like a chilled bottle waiting for me in my room when I arrive. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do have something to celebrate. See you then.
Hello, David.
Erica.
The mask is an idea of Dr. Fascinella's to really protect my wounds. Kind of a Zorro thing.
So, when did you get back from Rio?
Just about an hour ago, I came directly here from the airport.
But you're feeling okay. I mean, your heart is...
My heart is fine. I'd like to tell you what Dr. Fascinella said about my face. Unless, that is, you're afraid to hear about it.
See you later.
It's a game of deception.
I know you want me as much as I want you.
The plan is set.
We have one short week to prove that you and Carly are the perfect parents.
Has Carly met her match?
I can take care of AJ.
You're underestimating me.
General Hospital, your great escape on ABC Daytime.
Of course, I would like to hear what Fascinella's prognosis is, Erica.
Well, as soon as I arrived, he gave me copies of all of his research. And he asked me to read all these papers thoroughly so I would understand his method of reconstruction.
Well, that's Eduardo. He doesn't believe in keeping the process a secret.
No, and actually there were quite graphic before and after photos.
But that didn't put you off.
No, I really appreciated his candor and his results. After that, he examined my scars, and he took a tissue sample, and then he redressed my wounds.
And?
And he thinks that I'm a very good candidate for his method of reconstruction. He thinks I have a chance at complete reconstruction.
Erica, that's wonderful. That's what I was hoping to hear. So you are going forward?
Yes, yes, I am. Of course, Dr. Fascinella cannot guarantee 100% recovery, but he has a lot of confidence, and that confidence is very contagious. Also, seeing some of his results, that's also very hopeful to me. I actually met one of his patients. He was this darling 8-year-old little boy who had been born with such very severe deformities that his own father had rejected him. And now David, he's perfect. He's this beautiful little boy. I mean, the transformation has been miraculous.
Well, he's only one of many that Fascinella has helped.
Oh, I believe it. And I believe in him. I never did feel that I was really in the hands of an artist when I was with Dr. Weiss.
Well, from what I understand, Weiss is an excellent surgeon, but he's not doing any breakthrough work. Now, Fascinella has been at the top of his field for the last 8 years.
And I never even would have heard about him if it hadn't been for you.
Well, I'm sure somebody would have pointed you in his direction.
I'm not sure about that. Thank you, David. I mean that.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Well, not yet. Because Erica doesn't leave confidential papers just sitting around so I can grab them. Well, you want to scoop you what headlines, Jerry? Keep Val busy. For as long as possible so I can snoop around the... I'm sorry. Miss Kane isn't available right now. If you care to leave a message, I will make certain that someone gets back to you. I will let her know that. You're welcome.
What are you doing in here, Vanessa?
Well, may I ask the same thing? It's Janice, isn't it?
Janet Dillon.
Oh, right, and we've met. I'm just no good at names.
No good at numbers either.
Excuse me?
I do the books here, and I just want to know about some of these expenditures. Would this be your signature?
That?
Yeah.
Yes, it's mine. Erica asked me to keep an eye on things while she was away. What, are you pitching into?
No, this is my regular job.
Oh! What, you're Erica's bookkeeper?
And friend. I try to look out for her best interests.
Oh, I understand. This is a labor of love for me, too.
Really?
Well, Erica's mail was piling up so badly at home, I thought I'd drop it off to Val. When I got here, the poor fellow seemed so overwhelmed, he pressed me into service somehow.
That doesn't sound like Val.
Well, as I understand it, the suppliers are very tense. The stockholders want answers for this free fall, and that dreadful Jerry Reeves keeps calling every 2 minutes. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes. You can tell me if Erica knows you're authorizing these expenditures.
Do you think I'd do something behind her back?
Just answer the question.
Well, I do know that Erica's trying to keep a buzz on the Return to Glamour campaign. And I've tried to reach her in South America. The phones are so complicated.
Oh, so you haven't actually spoken to Erica?
Well, no, but I'm sure that I will shortly.
Why don't you just drop the act, Vanessa, and give me a direct answer?
Let me guess, this trip was Travis's idea.
Well, he sent this ticket.
I'm sure he did.
Along with his notes.
Look, Chrissy, I don't doubt that his family's very anxious to meet you.
Jack, it's not the first time he's invited me. But I'll put it off if you need me here.
No. We'll just do the house hunting another time, okay?
No, we won't. I'm going to call him and tell him to put it off. And...
Chrissy, you're not. Listen, the timing couldn't be better, okay? You're gonna love Sean and Molly, and Barbara's pretty cool herself. Besides, I hear Seattle is gorgeous in the springtime.
Since when? I hear it pours all the time. Jack, I hate leaving you alone with no job and no one to look after you.
Please, don't make me sound quite so pathetic, okay? Chrissy, I've been flying solo for a long time. It's gonna be okay. Besides, you're not going away forever, right?
No. I'll be back in a few weeks.
Or maybe at the end of the summer. You know, look, once you see the view of the sound Travis has off his back deck, you may not want to come back.
The whole summer?
Why not? And don't you think it's about time you started enjoying your life?
I don't know. I think it's time I made better use of it.
By doing what with it exactly?
I'm not sure.
Seems to be a family problem we're both having right now, then, isn't it? Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out after we have a little break for ourselves.
That's the deal.
Listen, Chrissy, you know you're never gonna lose me again, right? No matter where you go in this big, wide world, all you have to do is pick up a phone. I'll be there.
Knowing that makes all the difference.
Well, finally. I thought I was going to have to face this all on my own. Not that I haven't already started. I've already called the police and alerted the local papers. But, darling, we have got to get organized. Now, tell me, what do you think of this?
What? Warning, this area is protected by a neighborhood watch. Drag racing hooligans will be arrested for disturbing the peace, breaking the speed limit, and terrorizing household pets.
Let them put that in their tailpipes and smoke it.
Hooligans?
Well, they're on motorcycles.
Mm-hmm. Did you see this gang?
Well, just sort of a blur. But my ears have not recovered, nor have my forsythia. In fact, my whole perennial bed is in a state of shock. That's why I took the liberty of using my own key.
I'm sorry to tell you. That gang was me.
You?
And Jackson Montgomery, yeah, we borrowed a friend's motorcycle.
Good grief. That man is a terrible influence. Doesn't he know that he can't cruise around this town with you on the back end of that horrible contraption?
Well, I wasn't on the back. I was driving.
dear heaven. Brooke, are you having a midlife crisis ahead of schedule? I mean, you're a person of reputation in this town.
Well, I guess I thought I could do what I like, if that's the case.
Well, within reason. But joyriding after midnight, that does not qualify.
Have you forgotten the first time I saw Pine Valley was on the back of a motorcycle?
Oh, dear heaven, don't remind me. I thought we were long gone past those good old days.
Well, I thought so too, but you know what? The other day, one of the interns at Tempo brought her motorcycle to work, and it got me thinking.
How you could destroy your reputation?
No, it got me thinking about how things change.
Well, this is definitely a case of regression.
Well, Jack didn't think so. Jack loved being on the back of a motorcycle. He's been in a funk, you know? I mean, he's been very depressed because, because he quit his job.
So this is what it's all about, uh-huh. It's all about Jack, isn't it?
Revenge is sweet.
This is kidnapping. Do you realize that? Really? Yes, really.
And payback can be a real witch.
Who cares if I die? I'm going to have the satisfaction of knowing that I took you with me.
But this lifelong rivalry could come to a bitter end.
Don't push me, Vicky.
Make one life to live your great escape. ABC Daytime.
Jack and I have an understanding. Can we leave it at that?
You know, once upon a time, not so long ago, you thought Jack was the right man for you.
Well, this time I was on a simple rescue mission.
For you or him?
For him. You know, I know what it feels like to be sinking.
Sweetheart, you faced a very difficult year last year. That horrible trial.
Yes, and I got through it. And now Jack is stuck. I mean, he feels like he could have done things differently.
You know, sweetheart, I was under the impression that something was developing between you and Dimitri.
Well, that's over.
Just like that, huh? Please, darling, I only want to see you happy and in love.
Listen, I think you should go out with the net and find a man. I know you want to see me happy. I just don't see any more marriages in my future, okay?
Well, with that attitude, there won't be any.
You know, you need a hobby, really. You're incorrigible.
I can't help it, darling. It's spring, and time is a-wasting. Who knows? Maybe that your destiny is behind that door.
Could be. I think I'm a little too mature for the paper boy, though. Oh, Jack.
Oh, yikes. Ugh.
Was too tart?
No. I could clean my bathtub with this.
Oh, there's sugar here on the tray.
Give me that. All right. Okay. Let's see if this will make it better.
That should do it, I think.
All right. There we go. Hold on. Much better. Here, try.
Do these cravings sort of go away after the baby's born?
You don't like it?
Oh, no, it's fine. But just, my tongue is sort of sticking to the roof of my mouth. Would you like to order some food?
Oh, I don't think the dining room is even open yet.
Well, it doesn't matter. I hired us a private chef.
You thought of everything, didn't you?
Well, I tried to. I want to keep you calm and peaceful until the moment of our wedding. Until then, the outside world will just have to wait.
So, what happens? You can't see my wedding dress or anything?
Oh, no. Your mother and Stuart will bring your wedding dress and the shoes and all the other stuff. On the morning of the wedding, they'll have it here.
So until then, I'm just this prisoner in this ivy-covered tower.
You are a prisoner of love, my darling. Come on, why don't we order some dinner?
No, you know, I actually have a better idea. Why don't we sit down and write our vows?
All right. Giving it some thought. You know, I really go for the traditional sort of to love and honor and cherish and forsaking all others.
No, I like those too. But I want to hear from you, from your heart, in your own words. I want you to tell me, what are you really promising?
I'm not sure I understand your tone, Janet. I mean, Erica asked me to step in, try to maintain some order. That is all I'm trying to do.
She didn't ask you to take over.
Well, no one could. Excuse me. You know, they make these phones so complicated anymore, I can hardly... Hello? Yes, this is Miss Bennett. Oh, well, offer them a chair in the reception. Or bring them some spring water, whatever. I'll be right there. Or tell them not to leave. You see what I mean? Temp can't handle the problem in reception. This never stops.
Hey, you ready, Toots? I got us a reservation at that new bistro where they slap the bread right on the table. No basket, no knife, nothing.
Well, if I got something to tell you, close the door.
What's up?
I came in here a few minutes ago, and guess who I found planted behind Erica's desk?
Don't even tell me. The Bennett woman. I just passed Her Majesty on my way in.
She says Erica asked her to help.
Do what?
I don't know. All she's done is spend money so far.
The woman is nothing but a blood-sucking bat. Wait till I tell you what she did to Erica. You won't believe it.
Oh, Paul. You know, I'm delighted to see you. Honestly, did Erica press you into service, too?
No, my SOS went off all on its own.
Well, guess we're all in this together then, aren't we?
So fast, Queenie. I know exactly what you have been up to.
So what's your next move? When do you see Fasanella again?
In a month. That's when he can perform the operation.
Is that okay for you?
Well, it has to be. He's my only hope. And in the meantime, Dr. Fasanella wants my wounds taken care of in a very, very specific way. They should be dressed and bathed in a very precise manner. There has to be a special solution and a very, very thin bandage underneath the mask. He has written everything down very precisely. Open that up. Please read it.
Well, it all looks very straightforward. I'm sure Dr. Weiss or even his nurse could handle this.
I don't want Dr. Weiss to do it. I want you. You, David.
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
For heaven's sakes, Jackson, you're the DA. You should know better than to cruise around town with my niece on the back end of one of those horrible contraptions.
We took a ride on a motorcycle. We were not competing with Evel Knievel.
Well, in the first place, you're endangering her life. I mean, and she has a reputation in this town.
Yeah, well, actually, she was the one that endangered her own life and reputation when she got on that stage.
What? On stage?
Yes, at the Comedy Closet.
Jack.
Well, now, for goodness sakes, tell me, what is this all about? What did you do, darling? And I hope my heart can take it.
I tried to tell a joke and failed. Jack, however, was a hit. Oh, no. He had the audience rolling. They were laughing so hard, they were crying. They were.
You did stand up, and I missed this.
I'm surprised you haven't heard. A star was born.
In that case, I am going to collect Opal and Myrtle, and we're going to catch your act.
No, Phoebe, really, there is no act. It was a one-time thing only.
You should go back. You really should. You haven't seen anything until you see your brother work the room. Tonight, are you free tonight? We could go.
Actually, I'm leaving for Seattle tonight.
Tonight?
I wanted to come by to say goodbye.
I had no idea. I didn't...
Well, it makes perfect sense to me. I have lived in this town since the earth cooled, and no one ever has let anybody forget anything.
Actually, Phoebe, Chrissy's just going out to Seattle to see our brother Travis. And oh, look at the time. Gotta get going.
Listen, would you like a hand?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd be very grateful. I don't want to miss my plane.
Are we in sync? You're off hooligan patrol?
That depends on you, darling.
I've returned the motorcycle.
No. Oh, I think that's a mistake. I think you should get one on your own.
Jackson Montgomery, you bite your tongue. Good heavens. You run along, sweetheart.
Okay.
I'll stay here and wait for Jamie.
Oh, thank you.
Mwah. And good luck to you, dear.
Thank you.
Okay.
And when you come home, you better be driving on 4 wheels.
Certainly had better. Look, we'll post a few of these on the way out. Phoebe, how's that?
Boy, good boy.
Yeah, so that night, Erica wandered out of the hospital like some poor frightened deer, and those reporters went after her like a pack of rabid hounds, just couldn't wait to rip her to shreds. That was all thanks to you.
You had something to do with that?
No, Opal's badly mistaken. I could never do such a horrid thing.
You could, and you did. First, you just happened to drop by for a visit, then all of a sudden, Erica knows that she's been scarred, and the whole world just happens to be around to watch her fall apart.
Well, that was pure coincidence.
Liza Colby told me how you blamed some poor nurse.
Oh, you believe Liza Colby? The woman is about to give birth.
So what?
Women in that stage are hardly in their right mind. I mean, think of all those raging hormones.
I've got a few things raging inside me right now. I think we're going to have to postpone our lunch. I'm going to take a look at every transaction that has happened since Erica's accident.
It's a good idea. I lost my appetite anyway. Come on, walk me out of here.
Why me?
You believe in Dr. Fascinella's methods?
Absolutely, but I'm not going to be the one performing them.
But you have a connection with Dr. Fascinella. If there's a problem, he'll accept your calls. You are connected to him in a personal way. Dr. Weiss can't offer me that.
So it's because of my connections.
Partly. Dr. Weiss may want to do things his way.
And I won't?
Look, as you know, I don't think much of you as a human being. But I do know how skilled you are. And Dr. Fascinella says you're a genius.
I've already told you that myself.
Yes, you have. And that kind of confidence is exactly what I need right now. I mean, this stage of healing is very, very delicate. The facial tissue is very delicate. There can be no slip-ups. So naturally, I want a genius taking care of my face. I know how careful you'll be. Will you do it?
Find everything you needed?
Well, everything seems to be in line with the reports I've read. It does appear that you're a fine accountant.
Good enough to know if there's a nickel out of place. Keep that in mind.
Come in.
New C models in now, Mrs. Bennett. They've been waiting over an hour.
Oh, well, dear, guess I'll have to. Won't I? Well, leave the photos and show them in.
Thank you.
Models? What models?
I assume for the promotion.
Well, forget about it. Erica's the only model for the Return to Glamour campaign.
Well, that's what we'd all hoped, yes, dear. But if she set up these interviews... Look, Erica also realizes she cannot let her company just flounder while she circles the globe looking for miracles.
I don't know who called these models in, but there's no rush on the campaign. Stock's up.
Well, that's nice. That's good news. But it'll crash right through the bottom if Erica makes one false move, and you and I both know that. I'm afraid Erica's modeling days are over.
I think that's up to Erica to decide, and no one else.
You know, her brilliance will be much better behind the camera, not in front of the camera anymore, and she really shouldn't delude herself. And if you and I have her best interests at heart, we shouldn't let her.
Don't give me any lessons in friendship, Vanessa. I believe you flunked the course. I'm gonna go right to the source on this one.
Meaning?
Erica.
Before I give you an answer, you should know that Fascinella called me after he saw you.
So then this isn't news to you?
He asked me to look after your face.
Then you've already agreed?
No. I told him that I would do what I can, but I didn't think that you would allow it.
Please, David. I trust you medically, in any case.
Thank you.
You've earned it.
I'm not going to miss a step, Erica. I feel terrible for what happened to your face. And I also feel responsible for it. If I would have just pulled over on the side of the road and
Well,
waited for the storm to pass.
Look, there are many, many ifs in
Yes,
this
there
whole
are.
thing.
But I am sorry.
Well, you said you had very good reason to keep going that night, that you were anxious to get back to a patient, and as a patient of yours, I can't fault you for that.
Well, I'm glad that you understand.
I do. I mean, of course, when I think that this whole thing could have been prevented, that makes me very angry.
Well, that's only natural. But at the risk of sounding self-serving, negative thinking will only impede your recovery.
Yes, I know. I have to be positive thinking. I have to let my anger go. It's not going to change anything. However, what is it that Dr. Fasanella said he wants me to do? He wants me to be optimistic, yet realistic.
Well, that's very good advice. So in that case, I will warn you once again to be careful around my mother.
Oh, David, please. Now, I thought we agreed that we would keep this strictly professional.
This is medical as well as personal. She's poison, Erica. Vanessa has a way of undermining hope.
David, could we then agree to disagree about your mother?
For now. I'll redress your bandages in the morning. I have an appointment that I can't miss.
Heart surgery.
Something like that. Excuse me.
Are you ready for a trial run?
Sure.
I take you, Liza, to be my wife, my partner, my equal, and my soulmate.
Yeah, I like those. Go on.
I promise to love, cherish, and honor you.
And do you promise to show me that part of yourself that you don't show the rest of the world? You know, that part of you that's really tender?
Well, if that's true, you bring it out in me.
Oh, wait till Kobe starts working on you.
Counting the days.
No, yeah, me too.
You know, I'm so grateful we have this chance to get it right. I want to grow with you. I want to grow old with you. And along the way, I'll learn whatever Colby has to teach me. I promise you to listen, to be patient, to try to understand, and to put you ahead of me, and us and Colby ahead of everything else.
It's really beautiful.
In the name of honesty, I did sort of pick up the idea from a song I heard once. But I like it. Your turn.
I tell you, if this is the way I feel now, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the wedding.
Well, just me. Come on. You're gonna be everything I ever wanted. Go ahead.
Life doesn't get any better than this. To love and be loved, to feel it every day, and to know that my child will feel it too. You accept me as I am, and that's such a gift. You get my jokes and my moods. You get me. This adventure is just beginning. as our paths continue on together, I want to offer myself to you as your partner and your wife and your lover and your best friend. Because in every part of me, I know that we were meant to take this journey through life together.
Glad I remembered that I forgot this plane ticket.
Yes.
Do you think the plane's gonna be able to take off in this rain?
Why don't I just call the airline? We'll find out.
Good.
Can you two promise me something?
Sure, what's that?
You two look after each other. I'm really gonna miss the two of you so very much.
You'll be back. Yes, you will.
I don't know. I think your Aunt Phoebe is right. No one is going to be able to forget that I accused an innocent man of rape.
Everybody knows why that happened, Kit. You know, you have a lot of good friends here, and if you decided to stay, we could work this out.
You almost say that like I could believe it. You've been really good to me, Brooke. Thank you doesn't even begin to cover it.
And you don't have to thank me, all right? You have to do one thing. You have to remember that you are on Montgomery now.
I'll remember.
Your flight, little missy, is on time. We gotta get you out of here.
Just let me go check my face. Okay.
She'll be okay. She will, Jack. She's going to be with Travis, and she's with those great kids.
Yeah. But you just keep reminding me of that, will you?
Anytime.
Okay. It's okay.
Just one more joke.
Stop. I'm ready.
Good. Get out of here.
Okie doke.
So your paths have never crossed?
Not until she came to Pine Valley. Now, this is Dr. Hayward's mother, you say?
Yeah, but there's no love lost there. Picture two snakes hissing. You got your family portrait.
Oh, dear. Well, I can call Juanita, see if she knows anything.
Oh, I wish you would.
This woman has really got you in a tizzy, hasn't
Well,
she?
your head would be spinning, too, if you saw the way that she is holding forth in Erica's office. And to make matters worse, she has moved into Erica's house. Lock, stock, and barrel. She answers the door, she screens the calls, she changed the locks on the door. I can't get anywhere near Erica.
Oh, dear. Well, you've certainly convinced me. I will call Juanita right away, and on second thought, I'll call Dimitri. You know, if anybody knows the truth about that Vanessa Bennett, it would be Dimitri.
Well, of course, you two must realize there's going to be an exclusivity clause in your contract. Hope that won't be a problem for either one of you.
Not at all.
Not for me.
How long would we be shooting?
Well, several weeks. I don't have an actual start date yet, but we'll go through all those details with your agents.
Does that mean you're hiring both of us?
Oh, yes. Didn't I make myself clear? I think together you represent the kind of look I've had in mind for the Return to Glamour campaign.
You better save room for the apple pie.
You're right. I gotta tell you, it's like I have this hollow leg. I could just keep eating it.
That could be dessert.
No, I'll get it. You relax.
You're a princess.
You're not apple pie.
I'm not even true blue American.
Hayward, what are you doing?
I have Liza's wedding present. And I thought, why wait till the wedding? I'm gonna give it to her right now.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
I think it's time for us to stop playing house and for me to make an honest man out of you. Why are you here?
It's time you were reminded exactly who is a friend and who is not.
It's time, Adam.
Let me tell her.